Good evening. My name is Burnell Smith, and I publish a publication here in Memphis called the Tri-State Defender, the New Tri-State Defender. And Neil.
Yes, sir.
This is probably the first panel discussion that I've gone to where I've actually seen a solution on the stage that was truly shared. And so I want to try to connect the dots. Because first I want to commend you for being a repair of broken men. But I think the key is, how do we backwards integrate your solution to where we're building our kids in the beginning with the thinking that you're talking about? Because I think that's ultimately where it is. It's that culture that we're missing that starts when our young people are young. So recently in one of our schools, right, we had a 9-year-old sell a dime sack of weed to another 8 or 9-year-old, right? So it's enterprise already in our kids. But they're missing it because nothing that they're getting, all the messages that they're getting or seeing are irrelevant to what they're coming to. So they're coming to school and it's not relevant to them. So you're doing a great job. You're taking, you said the gold teeth, the tattoos, all that's coming out, right? There's an incentive for that. So how do we take what you're doing, fixing broken men, to build them right in the beginning? And I guess that's really ultimately my question. And part of it is, the other part of the solution is what Reverend Norton said, which is, it can't just be the school system, right? The values got to be reflected in the church. It got to be reflected, and we know it's some messed up homes, right? But even if the home is messed up, we still got to have other outlets where our kids are built. So how do we fully integrate the solution? Because you've already put it out there. We got to change the culture, the thinking, the belief, the character of the young people in the beginning. So how do we advance that? Not advance it forward. How do we take it backwards?
Well, let me say one thing, because I actually was posing this for a while, for years when I was teaching, and then never caught any wind, so I'm doing it myself. But I think one of the most important things for our generation now is for them to understand truth. Truth is the highest form of reality. And if you don't live in truth, then you live in a fantasy land. And I think that one thing about people is that they don't understand truths. Number one, truth is this. Music is a window to your soul. You can't teach a kid their ABCs when they're 1 because it's too many letters. But if you teach them a song, A, B, C, then they'll get it. So it's not necessarily the information, it's the rhythm of the information.
Right.
If you teach middle school kids and above a class on music, show them that music is a window to their soul. Show them how you can hear a song the first time, not like it. They play it 20 times a day, all of a sudden, it's not so bad. 2 weekends you're in the club and you hear it, oh, there's my song. See, you didn't love it, they made you love it. Repetition. See, if you want to sell me a product, you put it to a jingle. Oh, 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 green giant. See, I know what I want when I go to a movie theater, because what dances across the front of the screen? Popcorn and a Coke. So when I think movie, what do I think? Oh, let me grab my popcorn. See, if you're watching the game, why do you want beer and wings and pizza? What commercial keeps coming on during the game? Beer, pizza, wings, and I want an F-150. See, because that's See, music is something that was created in heaven. It's something that allows all of us to unite. We didn't buy our freedom after 400 years. We sang our way out. That's how we received our freedom.
Come on, bro.
We met in churches and we talked openly about what God was going to do, the promises. Now, the harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. We've got to start teaching kids that, look, man, you're listening to a gangster. He knows less than you. He dropped out in 8th grade. You aspire to be like him, you're done. See? You have to tell them that. Lil Wayne dropped out in 8th grade. Sure, he makes a lot of money for saying what he says, but guess what that's called in the Bible? Throwing rocks, hiding hands. Why? Because in my spirit, I don't do that, but I'm going to say it because it sells. The only thing that sells with it is my soul. Get it? And then we give T.I. a key to the city. Why?
Good question.
Why did DJ Paul give you the city? Why? It's hard out here for a pimp, really? So now, these are who we want our kids to be like? Interesting. See, when I'm up there, nobody wants to give me anything. So I took it. See, that's how life actually is now. If you want something done right, you take it. You don't wait around. Corporate America wants it fixed. Why? Because they built these buildings and can't get people there. Nike's paying $17 on a forklift. They don't want to pay that, but they have no choice. They fix their attendance. See, you pay more, you'll get them to stay. But did you change their spirit? Nope. Now this dude's overpaid because he's 17 bucks and he's worth 10. See, you forgot to give him what he really needed, power. True power comes from the spirit. These kids don't think that. They think money is power. But see, Jay-Z has $500 million. If he asked me to go from here to Hacks Cross, he'd have to pay me. I wouldn't walk for free. Martin Luther King had no money. He told Selma, don't get on the bus until I let you know. And nobody got on the bus. He had no money. His power was in spirit. You can't buy poor people. We never had anything. You can't miss what you never had. You want to lead a poor man, lead him in spirit. He'll follow you to the end of the earth. See, corporations are starting to realize now, man, we better go back and invest in the spirit of these people. Because even the executives are walking in shooting people. Get it? See, even the little smart kids with mom and dad in the home are building bombs and walking in the movie theaters and yelling, look out, and shooting. See, Sandy Hook brought it to everybody's front door. Now you realize anybody can get it. See, you better start fixing these people in spirit. See, now mental health, people care now. See, now corporations are going, hell, I'll invest in them, just fix them. I'm tired of all of this. And now we got their attention. So when you ask me, how do we fix what we need to fix? You try the spirit by the spirit. You can't fix a spiritual problem with a physical solution. It's a spiritual problem. We had prayer in the schools in the 60s and 70s. We had Bibles in all the hotels. We took it all out. And then we put in metal detectors. And then the rich parents took their rich kids out, put them in private schools where they teach spirit. Interesting. I mean, see, this isn't rocket science. It's common sense. If we speak the truth, then people are forced to deal with it. So corporate America knows when I come in to get a contract, I'm not taking anything away from what I'm saying because they know it's true. And now they're starting to say, man, he's right. I'm tired of these national staffing agencies that make all this money and they don't invest in the city whatsoever. Why do we have so many goals with no nets on? Why are there so many broken bottles all over the hood? If people are sitting in front of their house all day, that doesn't mean they're lazy. That means the inside's even worse. You go in there. They don't go in there until it gets dark and it's time to get See? I just want us to fix our problem by saying spiritually as a city, we've got to heal from the inside. This is a spiritual issue. It's not physical. It's not a school system in America that can dive into the spirit of man. It's going to take parents and it's going to take people. It's going to take the reverend.
No, it's going to take you.
Well,
I'm going to church more than I do.
I think you're spot on, Pastor Norman, and what Neil said. But to answer your question specifically.